Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. David Cross.
Hey everybody, what's up? Thanks so much for coming. We're gonna kick comedy's ass tonight. So I gotta tell you this one thing that happened to me on the flight in here this morning. I was standing in line in security, and then there's this deaf guy who's in front of me. Or partially deaf. I'm not sure. I'm not refined enough to know the difference. And have you ever noticed that a deaf guy always sounds like a Russian dude who's burnt their tongue? Listen for it next time. It's odd, but again, true. Everything that I say here tonight will be the truth, the God's honest truth. Although I'm not sure how much that's worth, because I'm pretty sure God has fibbed a few times, told little white lies, mostly to cancer patients. And certainly to the Jews. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, so I'm in this line at security, and again, this is all true, and you recording this? No way. I specifically said no recording of any kind. I'm serious about this. I will fuck you up, bitch. That's it. Show's over. Fucking Boston trying to record my fucking show. You know what? I hope this chandelier falls all over you squiggle-loving motherfuckers. That's it. I'm out. Fuck you, motherfuckers.
All right, Boston Mahootans. Are you ready to get your laugh on tonight? Thank you. How about another round of applause for Mr. Todd Glass and young Dean Crow? Yeah. Way past his bedtime. Way past his bedtime. Why do the airlines, and let me preface this by saying I'm not above doing airplane jokes. It's fine. I need to balance out the 25 minutes on religion I got coming up later, believe me. Trust me, 45 minutes from now, you're going to be begging for an airplane joke. No, but this is true. Why do they insist on making that announcement that it's a non-smoking flight? You know? I mean, there's nobody in this building, and I'm including the union guys, nobody in this building who was alive when smoking was allowed on airplanes. Nobody. Why do they still... And it's always a reminder. Just a reminder, this is a non-smoking flight. All of our flights are non-smoking. And also another reminder, this is a non-slavery flight. There'll be no slavery on this flight at all. And the captain has informed me to let you know that the Earth rotates around the sun and not the other way around. So saith Galileo. So saith Galileo. So I was talking with a friend of mine the other day, and he said something really stupid, and I was like, dude, I can't believe you said that. That is redonkulous. And he's like, no, it's not. It's retardadopolis. No, hey, excuse me, I'm sorry. No, signer. No, you, signing. No, you, signing. No, don't sign.
Yeah.
What, I'm sorry, what are you doing?
I'm signing jokes, David.
Yeah, no, I saw, but I don't know sign language, but I'm pretty sure this isn't the sign for Galileo. And then I said the word redonkulous, which is made up. It's a made-up word. There's no sign for redonkulous.
Well, no, redonkulous. Like, when something's so ridiculous, you fall asleep. Like, oh, that thing's fucking ridiculous. I can't believe it.
Wait. I'm sorry, could you say that again?
When something's so ridiculous, you fall asleep. I can't believe that fucking thing is over there.
Wait a minute. Are you deaf?
Oh, yeah, I'm deaf.
But you're not looking at me. How do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, no, I'm citing my own jokes.
Wait, I'm sorry, did the theater provide you, or the community or something, or city, or?
No, I just came down on my own.
All right, you came down on your own. Hung your own spotlight. To tell your own jokes to who?
Oh, in case there's anybody here from the deaf community. Hey, gang, stay deaf.
All right, this doesn't make much sense to me. But like, what are the jokes you're telling? What's one?
Okay, one was a Jewish kid goes up to his dad and asks to borrow $50, and the dad says, $40? What do you want $30 for?
No. No, not on this stage. No, that is anti-Semitic. I will not have it. No, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be a dick, but get out of here, you deaf fuck. You anti-Semitic, deaf piece of shit. Get out of here. I won't have it. Sorry.
Pardon me, people who...
Oh, no, not at all. Don't awe him. That is rude. Sorry you had to hear that. So I was in Whole Foods the other day, and you know how Whole Foods has their own line of like green, eco-friendly, planet-friendly products, 365, and I was in the houseware section, and next to their products is another product that's even eco-ier and friendlier than that stuff, with the worst name I've ever heard for a company, and it's called If You Care. Fuck you, Saran Wrap. Fuck you, Saran Wrap, if I care. I don't need to be made to feel guilty. I mean, I'm already in Whole Foods. I'm already there doing that. Now I gotta feel shitty because I'm not getting your Saran Wrap? Fuck it. I didn't know it was possible for an inanimate object to be Jewish, but apparently... I mean, the logo should just be a disappointed rabbi. You know, it's going... Yeah, okay, yeah. No, I mean, you don't have to get it, but, you know, if you can, you'd get it. But you don't care, so that's fine. No, it's all right. No, God forbid you spend an extra 17 cents to help the planet and save, you know, your children and your children's children. No, you go and save the 17 cents. I'm sure you'll spend it on something very, very important. Okay. No, I don't. You don't have to get it. Just if you can, you'd get it, but you don't, so that's it. I mean, you know, I can't make you get it. It's not Nazi Germany, you know, not yet with that attitude. But... And this is kind of ironic, but you know that show, Intervention? I am addicted to that show. I love it. But I don't think I have the intended response that they're looking for. Because when I watch the show, I don't feel sympathy or empathy. I feel jealousy. I watch those people constantly fucked up, and I'm like, I want to do that. Yes, you know, just taking all kinds of drugs, whatever there is, and they're living in the back of the, you know, grandma's garage, and they're on a mattress, and they're just fucking high all the time. Somebody else watches their kids. They give them money. They're enabled. They're getting high, just fucking anything that moves, and you know, and that's how they spend their day. And they're like, suck it, you know, and that's. Yeah, I would love that, because you know, there's a free intervention coming right around the corner. There's a free intervention, then everybody goes, woo, 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 we love you, and they send them off, and they get cleaned up, and then they get to spend the rest of their lives going, yeah, those were some pretty crazy times. What a great vacation to take. Just 4 years of taking drugs and everybody enabling you. And they'll have that part in the show where they'll go, at age 22, Mary became addicted to painkillers. And my response will be, that's right, I have Vicodin. Oh, that's the best. That is the best way to watch intervention. Yeah, fuck, I'm Vicodin. Oh, this is terrible. They're taking her painkillers away. What kind of awful show is this? And where I live in New York, 11 blocks from my apartment is a methadone clinic. And, like, why is that funny? Treatment. Boy, you just pop down to the methadone clinic for some gut busters. No, but all right, so in between my apartment and the methadone clinic is a park, Tompkins Square Park in the East Village. And so, needless to say, there are a lot of junkies in that park. Well, I don't want to encourage this at all. We'll never get out of here. And here's the thing. If you're going to do heroin, I have a tip, all right? No judgments. You know, I've done heroin before. It's awful, and it's terrible, and I will never do it again, and I realize that every single time I do it. Why did I do this again? So here's my impression of being on heroin. Here it is. Ready? It's pretty much it. Holy shit, it's 10 o'clock already. It's 1 in the morning. When did that... Holy fuck, it's 3 a.m. What the fuck? It's 8 a.m. already. It's morning. Holy shit, it's 8:01. It's not good. Why would you do that? Stupid. But anyway, if you are going to do heroin, here is a tip. If you're going to do heroin, please take a seat first. I don't understand. The park is it's littered with people just every 25 feet. It's like these guys. What are you doing? Where are you going? Sit down. You are now officially dying. Just enjoy it. Sit down. Take a load off. I mean, nobody's running errands. Nobody's getting their heroin going, oh, I got my heroin. I love heroin so much. It's my favorite thing to do in the morning or the evening time, even in the afternoon. I love... Oh, shit. I forgot. I have to return Wedding Crashers. Unbelievable. You know, I do admire, though, the junkies' sense of balance. It's phenomenal. It's almost superhuman. I don't know what the chemical component in heroin is that makes you abuse you with super balance, but I've seen these guys in the craziest positions I can't even imitate now sober. I mean, you know, you just see them like with this crazy, like hanging out for half an hour. I can't, you know, and Chinese acrobats are walking by crying like, someday I'll, you know. It's amazing. I don't know how they do it. And I've never seen a junkie take a knee. Not once. Not ever. Not once have I ever seen him take a knee. I don't know what it is. I think it's some secret source of shame in the junkie community. If you get caught, you know, touching the ground, then you have to go do your heroin over by the big tree by yourself for 2 weeks, you know. But never. I think in the junkie's mind, that's their idea of maintain, you know. Don't want anybody to know you're high, you know. Whatever crazy shit is going on in the junkie's head, you know, they're high and they're just floating through a field of Gene Wilder's hair, catching butterflies, and, you know, and then reality intrudes, and they're like, oh shit, my knee. My knee's come on. Come on. No one knows. No one knows I'm high. And when you're tripping on acid or mushrooms, that's usually, any hallucinogenic, doesn't matter, but that's usually the best story, is the maintain story. You know, not when it's happening, it's a nightmare, but in retrospect, when you're done tripping, it's a great story, you know. That whole thing of where reality intrudes and you have to deal with other people who aren't tripping, and, you know, you're up on the roof and you're listening to music and your, you know, boombox runs out of batteries. You're like, fuck, we have to get more batteries. Shit. Fuck. Okay, guys, how are we gonna, you know, and you gotta plot it and plan it out, and, like, you know, where are you gonna go, and it's gonna be, get a map, and then, you know, all right, you're gonna be sergeant at arms, I'll be the general, and, you know, whatever, and it takes fucking forever, because every time you get in a new situation, a new environment, you have to comment on that and hang out. You know, you go from upstairs on the roof, downstairs into the building, you're like, oh yeah, inside, I remember inside, I like inside. Inside's pretty cool. I mean, I like inside. It's a good concept. I like the concept of inside, you know. And then you gotta get your money, which you can't remember how it works. You know basically the premise. I give that and then I get something, but you can't deal with the you know, minutia of money, and because there's two concepts that go right out the window when you're tripping. That is time and money. And time is just, it's ridiculous. It doesn't mean anything. What do you mean it's 3:17? What does that even mean? 3:17? I mean, why not 200, 900, 401? I mean, it's just stupid. It's arbitrary, man. It's oppressive. I don't like it. I don't like it. And the money, you know, just enough to grab a bunch, and because you know it's important later when you're not tripping. But then it takes you forever. It takes an hour. You finally decide on which drugstore, because you don't want to run into your ex and all that shit. And you know, oh, Gary might be down there. Fuck that guy, you know. So you pick out your drugstore, you plot your route, and you get there, and then you have the argument about who's going to go up and actually try to conduct this thing. Shut up, I can do it. I can totally do it, man. No, I'm tripping less now because of this conversation. I can, shut up, I'll do it. Hello today. Hi. I know that magazine. I want to get 6 C batteries. C. Battery. Oh, yes. No change. No change. I don't want any change. Keep it. No. And in New York, I don't know if you can do this in Massachusetts, but in New York State, you can, through the DMV, get license plates that are basically, they're about $50 extra, and they'll have the symbol of a charitable organization. Like there's the breast cancer awareness one. It's got a pink ribbon on it, and you pay like $50, and part of it goes to the charity. And, you know, Sierra Club with a thing of a crying moose or whatever it is, and they have one in New York that's for the Martin Luther King Freedom Foundation. It's got a picture of Martin Luther King. It says, "I have a dream, MLK Freedom Foundation." And you can go on the website and type in your proposed vanity plate. And this one's available, and I'm going to get it. I'm going to get the ML King Freedom Foundation one, and just the letters NGR LVR. be confusing, I think. People like, hey, what the well, huh. And have you noticed that black people are so sensitive about race? Really, you know, it's like, yeah, okay, some people are black, some people are luckier, you know. Well, whatever, I got it. Just so people don't think I'm racist because you don't get my jokes, just so you know, I lost my virginity to a black prostitute, so, yeah. Yeah, true, true story. You know what? We still keep in touch. So I want to show you this thing I got. I was in London working, and I went to this radio show to do this thing, and in the lobby they had, you know, kind of advertisement postcard-y things, and this, I do not understand. You'll see. I don't understand what they're trying to say. It's really bizarre. It's not a cultural thing, too. I've done this in England a bunch, and they don't know what the fuck it means either. So it's just very weird and odd. It's a postcard, and there's a photo of a rose, and then underneath the rose, in the shape of a heart, is blood. And there's a picture of a tiny picture of a woman here, and it says, "Nothing hurts like love. Besides being a date rape victim." What? 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 What does that mean? What are you... Why, sir? Why? It is so weird. And then you turn it over, and it's information for this trust, for this... the trust was formed to educate young people and other vulnerable groups, women, in personal safety. And then you look on the back, it's a website, and it's got the bottom half are date safety tips. And these are the most poorly written, impractical date safety tips you could imagine. It was, I mean, here's one. Be careful how much you drink. Remember, alcohol loosens inhibitions. So you may end up doing something you regret, or worse. Something worse than something I would regret. Something so vile and it just a crime against humanity, so amoral that you don't even regret it. That's how sick and awful it was. You psychologically cannot afford to regret it, or you will kill yourself. You zoom right past regret and head straight to denial and justification. That's how awful that thing was. Oh, I'm sorry. Do I regret getting drunk and digging up the corpse of Anne Frank and fucking it on the steps of her house? No. I thought it was pretty cool. Where's everybody going? And this, all right, this is just ridiculous, this last date safety tip. Always watch your drink. It can be so easy for someone to slip a drug into your drink if you are not vigilant. Carry a drink testing kit and use it if you're in any doubt. There you go. There's your simple solution, ladies. Just always carry a drink testing kit with you. That wouldn't be an awkward first date. First date, first year anniversary, you know, family reunion. You never know. You never know. That's what I'm saying. Oh, that would be... I would love to be on the other end of that first date. Right. Hi, David. Hi, Rachel. Yeah, no, Connie was telling me about you. Thanks for coming down and meeting me. I just wanted to hang out. And is that an appletini for me? I love appletinis. Thank you. So Connie tells me that that you're into skydiving. That's so, I mean, that's one of those things I'd always wanted to do, and I'd love to be able to do it, but I'm just afraid I'd get up there and I'd be strapped in and I'd be like, I'm scared, I want to go, and then it would be embarrassed. Oh, it's a drink testing kit. Yeah. No. I just want to see if you're going to try to date rape me. If it turns cloudy, I have to go. The old date rape drink test joke. So, I have been watching the healthcare debates. Not debates, really, the yellings, the healthcare yellings, and I've really learned a lot about myself watching the town hall meetings and the Tea Party parades and the retardathon walker things, and I'm kind of enjoying it more than I expected to, because I like most people, I'm a big fan of misspelled, grammatically incorrect hyperbole. I love it, and I think up until maybe 5-6 years ago, I would have been more outraged and like, this is terrible, this is awful, these people are crazy, what's going on here? But I realized now that I'm 45 and I've accrued enough experience, like, oh, wait a minute, this always happens all the time. America has a proud, rich tradition of voting against its own best interest. And why should it stop now? Why should it stop now? And I watch it now with like detached amusement, and I see these horribly misinformed people. This is good during a television taping, right? Yeah, no, leave the door open. That's fine. That's great. Want to shut the fucking door? Jesus Christ. Sorry, dude, I need it open if I'm gonna smoke. Anyway, so I'm watching these guys, these just purposefully misinformed people believe, just their crazy shit that they believe, like Obama's a Nazi. He wants health care for everybody. He's a Nazi. He's a Muslim. He's a communist, socialist, black Muslim Nazi. It's the worst kind of Nazi there is. That's the most dangerous, sneaky Nazi, I think. He's a zombie too. I think he's a zombie. And they're just yelling and screaming. They're completely misinformed and disrupting things, and they're bringing loaded weapons just in case. And I'm watching these idiots, and I've done my bit for because I believe there should be a public option. I think it's a smart thing to do. It's also financially smart, I think, and I think there should be national health care. But the more I'm watching these clowns on TV, the more I'm going, well, wait a minute. Oh, actually, I don't want you to have health care. I want you to die. Yeah. I want less of you and more of me. And here's a simple question. Where are the Christians? Where are the fucking Christians during all this? The idea of universal health care seems to me the most basic, at its core, Christian belief. You take care of people who can't afford to take care of themselves. You don't let them suffer. It seems very Christian. Where the fuck are they? They will raise hundreds of millions of dollars and travel in buses for days to march. Hooray, we did it! Dun, 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 dun. Where did that was left over? Were the flaming lips here last night, or? Awesome. That was... release the confetti! It's one sad little... All right. Anyway, well, that bit's kind of gone. But my favorite thing about the healthcare debates is the idea that Obama wants to kill grandparents. Really believe it. They really, truly believe it. They're fearful. They're scared. They're outraged. Obama wants to kill my grandparents. I don't know, why would he do that? He hasn't even met my grandparents. They're nice people. Yes, okay, that's it. Obama wants to kill your grandparents. Yeah, he really does. That's why he ran for office, you know. It's the only way he gets off. It's a sexual fetish thing. That's why he ran for president. Seriously, that's how it happened. He was a state senator in Illinois, and he was at home one night in the basement playing cards with his buddies. You know, he's hanging out with Reverend Wright and William Ayers and Keith Olbermann, and Osama bin Laden was there, and Kim Jong-il and Sean Penn. Anyway, they're all just playing cards. Yeah, they're just playing cards, and then Obama's grandmother's like, Barack, you didn't clean out the lint tray in the dryer. You come and do that. He's, oh, that fucking nagging bitch! I want to fucking kill her. But I don't want to jeopardize my state Senate seat. I don't know what to do. Barack, can I make a suggestion? What is it? Well, what if you ran for president of the United States, and as part of your platform, you promised every citizen health care, whether they could afford it or not. And everyone knows the only way you can do that effectively is to have a government-run public option. It's an option, it's optional, to compete against the private insurance companies, and everyone knows the only way to make that financially viable is to kill the elderly. And cripples? Yes, Kim Jong, and cripples. Oh, I love this guy. Fucking love him, love him. That's how it happened. If you go to any other industrialized country, I'm sorry, every other industrialized country on the face of the earth that has national health services or socialized medicine, that's the great thing about going there, is there's no old people. That's what I love about England. Have you been to England? It's like fucking the Logan's Run over there. Non-stop MTV Road Rules, Girls Gone Wild, frat fuckathon. It's great. Every Tuesday in Canada is Grandpa Killing Day. Every Tuesday. That's how they do it. And the ironic thing is the crazy double standard that these people have, all these Tea Party, teabaggers, all this nonsense, screaming and shouting and yelling, and they're just, how terrible everything is. And the ironic thing is they're the first people to get in your face whenever you say anything bad or negative about America. And it's just such a strange double standard. They'll sit there and go, this country's gone down the toilet. I can't believe what's happened to it. I mean, there's illegal immigration is out of control, and culturally we're a cesspool. There's abortion on demand, and you got San Francisco gays trying to get gay married and spread their homosexual agenda all over the country, and you got these, MTV awful rap and hip-hop, and the New York and LA Hollywood elite shoving their trash values down our throats, and it's just awful. There's a war on Christmas. There's a war on Christmas. They've declared war on Christmas. That's just awful. I'm too taxed, and I'm overtaxed, and it don't matter who you elect in Washington. Those elites just thumb their nose at the regular guy. It's just awful what's happened to America. Well, there are some definite problems. We're the richest country in history, and we're ranked 37th in the world in healthcare, and second in child poverty rates, and second in child mortality rates. There's definitely some problems with that. How dare you! You can go to hell. If you don't like could get the fuck out, okay? America's the greatest country in the history of ever anything, okay? USA! USA! Let's go back to New York, you hippie faggot. All right. Interesting. And then, ooh, that's good coffee. And then the global warming is going to be the next big issue that Obama won't be very effective at as well, I think. And you know who I think the true victims of global warming are? Orthodox Jews. Seriously. Because wintertime is the only time that those people don't look absolutely ridiculous. Now we're going to take that away. You know, where I live in New York, there's a lot of Orthodox Jewish communities, and there were in LA when I was living there. And I watch these guys, and you know, it's 96 degrees out. It's completely humid. It's nasty. It's brutally hot. It's sticky. It's muggy. They're walking around in their like 7 layers of medieval costumery, and you know, they got the big furry hats and everything, and they just look miserable, as they should. And I look at them and I think, wow, you know, there, but for the grace of God, go I. Thank you so much for not letting me believe in you like those people who really believe in you, and they look fucking miserable, and I'm in shorts and I'm eating a sausage, so everything's good. But thank you for that. Man, whenever I see an Orthodox family walking down the street and they're pushing a stroller and there's a kid crying in the stroller, I think, oh, they just found out what the rest of its life is going to be like. Oh, it's so sad. No choices. No choices. None. 0 choices. You can't make any choices. Yeah, I don't find it quaint. I don't find that shit quaint. And, let me know if this bothers you up there. I could burn a hole in the roof. And I can't be Catholic, because I don't believe in monsters, so that's out. Can't do that. I don't know why any Catholic would ever be scared of the devil. The devil is the most ineffective, biggest pussy in all of fiction. I mean, he can't do anything. He has such comically limited powers, you know? He does, and when he's stupid, because whenever he possesses somebody, it's always like an old lady or a little girl, you know? An old lady, what is she gonna do? Make you a cup of tea to death? I mean, it's ridiculous. If he really wanted to be effective, he'd possess, you know, The Rock or Schwarzenegger or somebody like that. But no, he possesses old ladies and little girls. Little girls! You know, fuck you! You know what? Fuck you. All right. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? And then if you do get possessed, or the devil possesses somebody, you can get rid of him, but you sprinkle a little holy water on him, and he fucking shits himself and runs back to hell for a millennia. And if that doesn't work, then all you gotta do is show him a cross. Just show it to him. You don't have to whip it at his head, just show it to him. You can sit there on the computer, get some work done, just hang out. That freaks him out, the cross. He hates reminders. Don't remind me! Whoa! And one of my favorite things about the Bible, I do love the Bible. It's a treasure trove of chuckles. But one of my favorite things about the Bible is how antiquated all the things that are supposed to take place in the future are already. How all the prophecies, how completely antiquated they are. Because, you know, when the Bible was written, and then rewritten, and then edited, and then re-edited, and then translated from dead languages, and then retranslated, and then re-edited, and then re-edited, and then retranslated, and then given to kings for them to take their favorite parts out, and then re-edited, and then retranslated, and then re-edited, and then given to the Pope for him to approve, and then retranslated, then rewritten, then rewritten, re-edited, retranslated, re-edited again, all based on stories that were told orally 30 to 90 years after they happened to people who didn't know how to write. So, I guess what I'm saying is the Bible is literally the world's oldest game of telephone. But I love how antiquated the prophecies are now when you read them. And, nothing's happened yet, so we know that they're not occurring till at least 2009. And my favorite example of that is in the book of Revelations when they talk about the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse who are going to appear and ride across the land, presaging the impending Armageddon and apocalypse, which will follow them as they ride across. The 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Not the 4 jetpack men of the apocalypse, which would seem to me more effective, I think. The 4 horsemen. Because, of course, jetpacks hadn't been invented yet, and they didn't know to write about them. And why should God spoil the surprise, really? Oh my God, it's terrible. The 4 horsemen of the apocalypse are here. They've appeared. What? Oh my God, where are they? They're in Los Angeles, California. Los Angeles, California? Yeah. Well, all right. Well, we'll hang out here for another 5 months, I guess. And I don't know, when they get to Malden, we'll gas up the car and head down to Miami and stay there for a year. What are you worried about? Just keep doing that till they stop refining gasoline. It'll be... They're horses. They got to tie them up, give them oats, all that shit. Don't worry about it. I also like when you see historical biographies, television shows about Jesus, they always describe him as a humble carpenter. Jesus was a humble carpenter from Nazarene. Now, how humble can you be if you truly believe that you are the Son of God? I'm going to put it out there that that's the opposite of humble. That is not humble at all, having a Messiah complex. No. And that must have been the craziest visit to a carpentry shop for somebody who didn't know about the whole Jesus, Son of God thing. That must have been fucking nuts. I would look, just, hi, Jesus, hi. Saw your sign out front. I brought in this table. I got this as a gift from my daughter-in-law's family, and it's a lovely table. I really like it, but you can see it's got a wobble here because this back leg, well, it's a square, so I guess it's not a back leg, but, back to, anyway. But this leg back here is a little shorter than the rest, and it's got this wobble, so I'm wondering if you could add something to the leg or maybe sand down the other 3 legs. I'm just trying to get rid of the wobble. Is that something you think you could do? I am the Son of God. I am the light, the way, the truth. Nobody goes to heaven and sees the Father but through me. If you want to go to heaven, you must accept me as your personal Savior. Do everything I tell you to do exactly as I tell you to do it. If you stray in any way, shape, or form, or deny me, I will see to it that you burn in hell for all of eternity. But the wobble, is that something you think you could get rid? You know what? I'm going to take this down to Abraham. He just tries to kill his kids. He's not quite as humble as you are. Oh, humble one. Coming up. And what's the gravity situation like in heaven? Because apparently it's just enough to keep you on a cloud, but not enough to send you through the cloud or wear the cloud kind of awkwardly around you this way. It's interesting. And there must be trillions of people in heaven by now. It must be packed, you know? Probably not that many Chinese people, but still, you know. And when you go to heaven, are you, like, instantly, magically imbued with the ability to communicate with everyone, regardless of language barrier or era, where they came from, or cultural background? Or are you relegated to just being able to communicate with people who speak your language and then at least understand your slang and your vernacular and your idioms, you know? Because it would be weird if I was in heaven and, you know, I'm on my cloud hanging out, and I got like a 106-inch high-def plasma screen, right? And I'm playing like PS, I don't know, 6? Oh, fuck, man. I don't know. I can't. Awesome, whatever it is. And, you know, just playing Call of Duty, like, this is great. But then on the cloud, literally next to mine, the cloud right here is like a poor Dickensian street urchin kid with soot on his face and newspaper shoes, and all he's got is that little cup with the ball on the string, you know? Just like... Hello, Gov, eh? What's that then, eh? What you got there then? What's that? Oh, this? Oh, dude, I'm sorry, you're not allowed to see it. It's, I'm sorry, it's just too big of a leap technologically for you. If you saw this, your head would explode, literally. You know, it'd be like being a Scientologist and learning what OT level 8 was before you paid your $200,000 to learn the first 7 OT levels. It would be... Couldn't process it. Just play with me ball and me cup then. I don't like heaven. That was pretty funny, that thing I said back there about Scientology, huh? Yeah. You know, it's interesting that everyone in this building, everyone here tonight, with just a simple cursory knowledge of Scientology and the tenets of Dianetics and how it works, and coupled with a brief understanding of the biography of its author, this megalomaniac science fiction writer, you put those two things together and you look at Scientology and you go, wow, what a load of bullshit. Well, that's what Mormonism is. Same thing. Mormonism was the Scientology of its day. It was. It's a fraudulent, made-up religion based on lies by a convicted fraud. So here's something that's kind of fun to do, that my friend Paul and I were having dinner in New York, and if you do it, though, you have to be very, very nice, and you have to be very quick, for reasons that'll become obvious. But next time you're at dinner and the waitress comes over and asks you a question, preface your answer with a very quick, yeah, bitch. And you have to be super nice, and if you get to 4, that's 1 better than we got to. And if you get caught, you got to tip like a motherfucker. Know that going in. You got to tip very heavily. But it's pretty fun. Okay, how you guys doing? You want another round? Yeah, but can I get another red wine? But I like the Merlot, but I want to try the Cabernet. That's good? Okay. You guys done? You want to see a dessert menu? Yeah, but do you have a cheese plate? Sorry, sorry. We were just fucking around. Sorry. We thought it was funny. Here's another true thing. I was in Seattle a couple years ago doing shows there, and me and my friends were walking to the gig, and we passed a porn store. And in the window display of the porn store, they had an S&M mask. And I said, oh, I'm going to go in and buy that S&M mask. Because the idea was, which I did, was I'll wear it on the flight home back to New York. And so I go in, I get the S&M mask, and it's just one of those, you know, all black, one kind of piece creepy things with no eye holes or nose holes and just a zipper right here. And I wore it. The idea was that I would wear it on the plane, and then when the stewardess came over and said, "Sir, I'm sorry, I'm afraid I have to ask you to take that off," I would look up and indignantly through the mask say, "Do you mind? It's my sleep mask." But no one said anything. Oh God, no. No one came over. I felt like such a fucking dick. Because I had it on for like 20 minutes. You can't see anything. I'm like, hey, is anybody laughing? And I'm not with anybody. I'm by myself. I'm not with a girlfriend or a buddy or anything. I'm just like, hey, is anybody laughing? Does anybody think this? And then you can't see anything. And then after like 20 minutes, or what felt like 20 minutes, I finally took it off. And then for the rest of the flight, it was just the asshole who's had the S&M mask. Just so self-conscious and felt like such an idiot, and just walking down, no eye contact with anybody, and just, going to the baggage claim, and like, oh, there he is. That's the guy who had the S&M mask on. I don't know. I guess he thought it was funny. Well, it wasn't. It wasn't funny at all. No. But anyway, there's a second part to this story. So I went to the porn store for the S&M mask, but what kept me in the porn store was a DVD with the most intriguing title I've ever seen for a porno movie. It was called My Ass is Haunted. Fucking finally! Yes! Somebody had the fucking creativity to blend the two genres of film that so desperately needed to be blended. Yes, thank you. Sure, I like to get scared, I like a good scare, but you know what? I want the cum scared out of me. Can you do that, Hollywood? What do you got for me? Bring it. What is that? What is that movie experience? I don't understand how you're supposed to watch that movie. What is the viewing experience? Just, oh fuck, don't go in there. Don't go in there. Don't go in. It doesn't make any sense. I don't, oh no, oh, what's happening? Oh God, there's ghosts. There's ghosts. I'm scared. I'm so scared. No. What's... Doesn't... I didn't mean to get any pretend ejaculate on you. It's all right, it's all right. Right? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times. Well, that'd be me again. I mean, I just said, fool me twice, shame on me, so I should have been, fool me 4 times. Well, that's definitely me, because I just said the 3 and the 2, so now it's 4 times. Fool me 5 times? Fool me 5 times. Well, that's you, because I don't know why. I mean, why are you fooling me 5 times? I don't get it. It's not funny. Does that make you feel like a big man? Let's fool the comedian 5 times. Fool me 6 times? Well, see, that's the problem with illegal immigration. You can't Fool me 7 times? Fool me 7 times. That's the media not doing its job, people. The liberal, left-wing, Jew-run media getting in there and letting you be fooled. Fool me 8 times. Fool me 8 fucking times? Well, that's why you need a drink testing kit at all times, okay? Because then you get fooled. Fool me 9 times? Fool me 9 times. Wait, don't tell me the Jews aren't involved. Sorry, they are. They are. The pro-Israel lobby, and fool me 10 times? Fool me 10 fucking times? What am I, an American Indian? How the hell did I get fooled? So folks, I'm gonna have to go, but I wanted to, I want to get slightly serious for a second. Just 1 minute, just if you'll indulge me. Since I was about 12 or 13 years old, I have, I don't want to say suffered because that sounds too victimized, but I have been diagnosed with, and so have a lot of people, depression. I have mild depression. It's not an achievement. But anyway, a lot of people have it, and it's never like really serious, like suicidal, but it's just been constant. It ebbs and flows. And since I was a kid, I've been to different therapists and different types of therapy, and I've been on and off several different medications, and I've always wondered what the reason was. Why? What is the genesis? What is the cause of this? And very recently, I discovered that the entire time I had a rock in my shoe. Check your shoes. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. You guys were awesome. So good. You guys were a good group. Thank you. Thank you very much. I love you guys. Again. Oh, come on. You guys, stand the fuck up. All right. I'll see you guys. Thank you so much.